Check. Back at you. I am Ken. This is Skillet Sauce. 8 at the controls. It is April 3rd.
Is it?
I know you can't tell by the weather, can you?
Not at all. It's freezing outside. It doesn't really make any fucking sense what's going on. Government weather machine is definitely on the fritz.
Weather machine, you say? Weather machine? You sound like a pinko commie nutball conspiracy crazy person.
Nah, actually, back I believe in 1976, before Congress, they said weather modification could not be used against your adversaries, you know, to destroy their crops and stuff like that. So, if it did not exist, they wouldn't have mentioned it in front of Congress. So, there is some form of cloud seeding or whatever that's capable. So, yeah, the government weather machine.
Congress, you say?
Yeah.
Congress. You sound like a crazy. Anyway. Yeah, it's still cold as shit out here. I'm not complaining. Keeps the miscreants off the street and quiet.
What, miscreants have an aversion to cold? I mean,
they like to stay inside and smoke their weed.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to, you know, out in the streets.
And miscreants smoke weed?
Yes, miscreants do smoke.
That's a lot.
It is, like I said, April 3rd, which means that next week will be a special day.
Really?
It will be approximately 1 year of craziness, 1 year of lapse, 1 year of filth, 1 year of whoredom, 1 year of violence, 1 year of blood, and 1 year of insanity, which means it will be the 1 year anniversary of Insanity Check.
Doesn't even seem like a year.
And that's because 8 made it so pleasant for us. This whisked on by.
Wait, yeah, that's right. Speaking of, yo, where is what's his face, man? Is he like gone for good? That's it for him. But y'all still speak, right? Yeah. Okay, that's good.
So next week, even though it'll be a couple of days, I believe. Yeah, well, a few days actually. It'll be the 15th will be our calendar 1 year anniversary, but we will be celebrating next week, which will be the 10th. We will have a guest on our show.
Ooh.
Lisa Marie Phoenix, founder, president, queen of Phoenix Aficionado, which is the new and budding social media promotional. You put yourself in her hands and she'll make you famous. So she will be on our show. A good friend of ours, actually, and basically family to Skillet Sauce. And we might have another guest. Still working on that.
Really?
But yeah, so tune in next week. And
you gonna fill me in on who the other guest is gonna be?
No, I'm not. So tune in next week.
Then I'm not gonna bathe for the whole fucking week. You ain't gonna tell me what it is. I'm gonna be a protest. I'm gonna come here stinking and rank.
I'll just bring my Lysol, and I might have a lighter with me.
Yeah.
Those combinations can be very dangerous for stinking fucking bastards.
This guy's watched Live and Let Die too much, man.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So tune in next week. For more information, you can check us out on our Facebook page.
What the fuck, are they filming Hostel next door? Are they drilling in somebody with the...
Insanity Check on Facebook for more information on that.
And it's called Insanity Check, right? On Facebook.
Yeah, that's.
And what is it called on Twitter?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's at Insanity Check 12.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What is it called on YouTube? Motherfucker, it's Insanity Check Radio. What is it on Google Plus?
Insanity Check?
Yeah, man.
So, today we're starting off with what I consider to be a sort of a heartwarming story, but heartwarming Insanity Check style.
It's actually a really good story. I like this story, personally.
And it takes place in Skillet's favorite place on earth, Amsterdam. Which is funny because you went to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Which is famous.
Hold on, for a second I thought he was going to say a bathtub.
Yeah. Yeah, it's our favorite
bathtub at Auntie's house.
Yeah, that's right. Or a bathhouse in Amsterdam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. what were you going to say?
Well, I said it's funny. You went to Amsterdam, which is famous for its legal weed and legal prostitution, yet you partook in neither of the two.
Nope. I mean, I know a lot of people thought that made absolutely no sense, but I mean, I liked.
And yet, it's your favorite place to go to.
You have to be there. You could, cover the whole place in one day by bike, and everyone knows I love to ride bikes.
That's why he likes it.
Yeah, and it's very picturesque. And there are people walking around. I mean, that's something that, I guess a lot of New Yorkers take for granted until you like go into the southern states and you see like literally could be the most sunniest day outside, not a soul walking around. So when I went there, and also you get a chance to see a lot of the streets, I mean, they have an extra A or extra something there, but Harlem, all those different places, because we were named after a lot of stuff there. So it was to me, it was just really just cool. They embraced Americans, so it wasn't like they were like, yo, get the hell out of here.
That's probably the weed.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, and they were and it was just a very chill spot, man, and very open place, and and it's close to a lot of other places. So if you hop the train or whatever, you can get other joints, and that's why I went from there over to Paris. So I mean, I love the place, and I just can't wait to go back. So hopefully one day in my future, I'll get a chance to go back there.
Well, speaking of walking and streets, this is where our story comes in.
Oh yeah,
twin prostitutes Louise and Martine Fawkins announced. Fawkins.
Is that a joke?
Is that a joke?
Like Focken? So there's some old prostitutes that was a Focken.
If that's how you interpret that, then yeah, we'll go with that. Announced their retirement at the age of 70.
70.
Amsterdam's oldest prostitutes have given up the world's oldest profession at the ripe old age of 70. Identical twin sisters, Louise and Martine Fawkins, have clocked up more than 50 years each between the sheets, sleeping with a combined total of 355,000 men.
Wow.
Did you get that, 8? 355,000 men.
Wow.
8's not impressed.
And now the octogenarian duo have announced their retirement. That's amazing. They put in some serious work in between the sheets. I mean, that 50 years on the job.
And why are they retiring, you ask? Well, a mother of 4, Louise, says her arthritis makes her some positions just too painful anymore during sex.
Now, sir, I made a joke, and nobody's going to want to pay for some woman looking like she's dressed for the X Games with mad pads and stuff all over the place just to have sex, or smelling like liniment. So,
and more conventionally, Martine, who has 3 children, said she's just finding it too difficult to attract new customers.
Really?
Yeah, as you can see by the photo.
I mean,
well, they're still dressed.
Showing
some leg.
I mean, they could look worse. I mean, you figure 50 years, mad kids, 3, 4 kids, they could look worse. I mean, they don't look war-torn, but they look like 70-year-old women. I mean, they look like, hey. I mean, my thing is, the clientele. That's what I want to know. I mean, like, did they attract, like just the older batch of Johns that, because I'm thinking who, when you go there, because, when you walk by, you see the windows, you see all the people that you have access to, why would you pick one of these women?
Well,
I mean, clearly they're seasoned vets, so they probably know everything, what to do skill-wise.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But
not to mention, okay, A, is probably a novelty. B, they know what they're doing. C, maybe you have a better knowledge of this. Is Amsterdam one of those countries that's not hung up on clavicles and breastbones to make a woman beautiful like this stupid ass country?
No, yeah. Well, first of all, the people over there, they got meat on them, and they're like giants. So and you don't find those size zeros and all of that kind of stuff. But you don't find like really large people either, because when I went over there, one of the cats, she was like about, I'd say maybe almost 280, 290 pounds. Everybody was staring at him. And they're like, yo, this is a big, he was the biggest dude there. Because, between walking up these steps from these 400-year-old buildings all the time and riding a bike everywhere, the people just can't help but be in some type of shape. Not to say that they're all CrossFit crazy or nothing like that, but I didn't see anybody, I certainly didn't see anyone obese over there, but I didn't see any skinny, skeletal people either, so,
Well, they were featured in a documentary called Meet the Fawkins.
See, I told you, someone else caught the joke.
Okay.
I mean, because what was that? Meet the Fuckers? Or what was the other?
Fockers.
Fockers. Meet the Fockers. So this is Meet the Fawkins. See, and the whole joke in that movie was, your name is Gaylord Fokker, you know, as in fucker, blah, blah, blah. So this is the perfect name.
You know, they say if you have to explain the joke, then it's just not.
Well, that wasn't the joke. I'm just explaining. Suck my dick.
At which point, Louise...
Explain that.
Yeah, this is where Louise explained that I couldn't get one leg over the other due to her arthritic joints.
She probably got one of them Bo Jackson hips and all that shit too. So, man.
Let's see. Again, I believe that yes. So since prostitution is legal in the Netherlands, and the Tale of Two Sisters was largely received as a heartwarming, cheerful affair in the midst of an industry with less than savory reputation, the sisters were wholly candid about their profession. With Louise voicing her continued support to Martine. You did the work. You've been a whore. You'll never get rid of that name.
You know what? Look, man, I've had this discussion with many people. I don't find nothing wrong with whoring, man. I never did. I just think that what the fuck? Look at this photograph. They actually up in the room with, you see? That's what it looks like. But come on, man. I'm not. If I literally walked by this room, I would think they were cleaning the place. I'm serious. I would think they were in there cleaning it. I mean, it's fucked up, but I would think they were clean. I would not think that they were on the job. I would think that they were in there cleaning up the place so one of them other chicks can come in there. Because if you see the chick in the background, that's the kind of shit that I was looking at. So I'm like, yo, whatever. But I mean, look, I've never had a problem with this because, you know.
First of all, you women do it every fucking.
Well, see, that's
day.
what I'm saying. I mean, because when you really break it down, you know, and women are like, well, obviously, if you throw like, you know, $30 or $50 at a woman, she's gonna be insulted. But if you say, okay, we're gonna go out and, you know, paint the town and go see a show, have a crazy great meal, you know, I'll go get your nails done, buy you a pair of pump shoes or whatever the hell it is, then the woman's gonna know that, wait, say this dude done dropped XYZ on me tonight, you know, so I'm gonna go give him some pussy or whatever. And it's an exchange. And to me, it's an exchange. Back in the barter days, I'm pretty sure, you know, we always think of money changing hands. I'm pretty sure they did it for cattle or grain or whatever the hell it was.
I tell women who don't like to hear that being taken out for movies and drinks and all of that shit so that you can feel good about eventually fucking dude is the same as getting forked over, you know, 520s to spread your legs. I believe I was back in college. The first time I heard a woman say, I never fuck on an empty stomach. Okay? What more needs to be said after that? Okay. and
did you give her a fucking hero and shit?
What needs to be said next is, can I get a number 2?
Can I get a number 2, please? Yep.
Do you want fries with that?
Yeah. Say, go straight to Subways, get a 6-incher. There you go, a foot long. Oh man.
So, you know, I don't even want to hear
Papi, letters on that.
Exactly.
Hey, Flacco.
Put some lettuce on that. This girl hungry.
Yeah.
While you working on your belt and shit.
Yeah. So.
Well, yeah. So.
Just stop it. Just stop it. You know, yes, we know you can't say it. It's blah blah blah. But you know, in this here circle, in these here parts, you know, if you admit it, you get more respect.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, because you know what's going on, and it's like, you know, and the thing that would, you know, really kill a lot of women, because I've actually, you know, said this, like, if you tabulate all of the stuff that you would spend on, you know, said date and the drinks and everything else, and just hit them with the cold number, and just say, okay, you know what, rather than me buying all that stuff for you or doing that, here's the dough, you could do it for yourself. Oh, it's offensive.
Of course.
The whole thing is offensive. Oh my God, you know, you insult me.
I ain't disrespecting me.
Fuck? It's not like, you know, you splashing off in their face and telling them to wipe it off with a 5 or something like that. You know, it's nothing like that. But whatever. I have never had a problem with this. I like the fact that that they're protected. That it's a like in Nevada, it's a state job. You know, I like the fact that they get that, because, you know, the whole thing about women, you know, in some of the unsavory situations where, you know, like that homunculus that was under the 3 train, you know, where someone can, you know, just abduct them and drag them away and kill them, or some pimp,
even though no one would have.
Nobody, you know, please, no, unless she got hooked on the car door handle and dragged up the road while we were trying to get out of there. But, you know, when it's done like this and it's professional and they are protected, they have health care and all of those different things like that. I see nothing wrong with this. I absolutely. And you know what? It is what it is. They know what it is. It's not like they got drugged and dragged. Because I know a lot of people that think all the women that do this stuff are junkies and runaways. It's always got to be
every
something.
single one. Every single one.
There's got to be something. It can't be somebody that decided to to go like, you know what do I have that's valuable? I'm broke. I need dough, and I'd have sex with a dude any old goddamn way. Why not get paid for it? And if that's a decision that they can go to sleep with, no pun intended, then whatever.
Damn straight. Anyway,
but good for them.
That is our first segment. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
We're trying to make it, baby.